Hi there, I'm Melissa Galbraith, the fiber artist behind MCreativeJ. Today I'm going to show you how to do string padding, which is where you use strings to pad and create a raised structure. So we start with our strings or just regular embroidery thread that has cut ends, and we want to make sure it's going to fit in whatever shape we are creating. So if I were creating a kind of crescent like this, I would just want to make sure that the thread is as long as that. Then I would take another thread that is knotted at the end, and we want to come up in the center, and we'll do a couple stitches to tack it down here. So we go across the whole bundle here and just tack that down in the center. Oh, make sure we don't split those threads apart. Like so. Now we're going to work up one side at a time. And before we do that, we want to do a little tacking stitch here underneath to make sure these stitches don't go anywhere. So that's just kind of like a little stitch, kind of like a seed stitch that comes up and goes back down like so. Now, as we work our way around our crescent, we're going to taper it down, which means we're going to cut some of our threads. So we pull all these threads off to the side, and we're going to take a few out from the underside of our thread bundle here. And we're just going to give that a little snip. So cut those away. Then we'll fold our threads back in the direction we're going here. And there we go. And we'll do a few more of those stitches that go around our thread, kind of like couching stitches. We just want to make sure the strings are going in the direction we want here. And we'll do a few stitches just to hold this in place, like so, and then we repeat. We pull this thread off to the side again, we find our threads underneath, and this time we'll grab some more. Okay, maybe not that many, that's a lot. So, there we go, that's a good bundle. And we will cut these threads away again. Whoop. So cut that bundle on down. Smush these over to in the direction we want again. And come up. And we go across here. Like so. So you can see my thread starting to taper down. In height and width. Oh, there we go. Now we'll go again. So pull these threads off to the side. Cut some more of these away. A little snip there. It's a little bit of a guesstimation on how much thread you want to cut away, kind of depending upon the shape you're filling in. There we go. And it doesn't matter which side you come up on either when you do these little stitches across the thread. So we will go until we have one string left. So I think we can probably cut away this bundle here. Oops. There we go. Pull those off to the front. Oops. Make sure we don't get our thread caught in there. There we go. get down to the end here. So we have one string left. So we cut the other one away. There we go, we cut both those away there. And we just do a little stitch right around the end of our string. Make sure that really holds that thread down. And to get a nice taper, we want to actually do a stitch that goes perpendicular to this. So I'm going to go out this way and then kind of slide it into my strings there, like so. So you can kind of see it tapers that out on that end. So we have one side of our crescent done, and now we'll do the other side. So I'm going to take this thread and just run it under the back here, like so, to get to the other side. And we'll repeat on this side. And that is string padding. As you can see, it adds some really cool dimension to your stitching here. I actually used it in my new woodland snail design for the shell here of my snail. You can see it adds some really cool dimension. So I hope you give this stitch a try, or you can get my kit and try it out there too. Have fun!